All right, my friends, it's Mandalorian time. I stayed up, watched the episode, gonna give my unfiltered reaction and review of this episode. I'm gonna do that by kind of going through the whole episode, everything that happened. So spoilers. I'm gonna spoil everything here for you guys. I'm just gonna be honest. I felt pretty similar to this episode as I did the last one. It felt like filler to me, and there's a few things that kind of disappointed me that feel a little bit unbelievable. I'm anxious to hear what you guys think, so do let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. But let's talk about what happened, and I'll kind of explain where some of my cringe moments are in this episode. I still liked it, but I'm kind of disappointed. I was really hoping that it would push the plot forward a lot more, and it didn't really give us that much, in my opinion. So we start the episode. We got a space chase. There's some presumable member of the guild chasing Mando through space, and he says, "Hand over the child, Mando. I can bring you in warm or I can bring you in cold." And then Mando, after blowing him up, says, "That's my line." All right. I thought that was kind of a, I don't know, knee slapper, like, oh, haha, it's kind of cheesy. I don't know. So he's stalled in space. We have this moment where we hear Baby Yoda giggle, which I thought was pretty funny. I mean, it's just like one of those things right now where you could just put Baby Yoda on the screen the whole time, and I'd just be like, 10 out of 10. Love it. The whole internet would, right? Anyway, we go to Tatooine. That's something that I was really happy about, and we saw Desert Planet in the trailers. I don't know if it was confirmed that they were going to Tatooine. I never saw that confirmed, so it came as a surprise, pleasant surprise to me. And you hear him beep into the Mos Eisley Space Tower, and then he flies down into a hangar, and this lady who I'm gonna call female Richard Simmons. I never caught her name, but she just, to me, every time I saw her, I was like, this is like Richard Simmons' sister or something. Like, she looks just like him, or the hair is just like him. And we see some pit droids, which is awesome. And the Mandalorian decides he's just going to put Baby Yoda down for a nap and leave and just trust female Richard Simmons to watch over this child, even though he doesn't tell him about her at all, or about him at all. This is something that I'm having a hard time comprehending, because he knows, like, the Baby Yoda almost got shot, like the whole internet last episode, man. Like, even though we all knew Baby Yoda probably had a little bit of plot armor right now, I think our heart stopped a little bit seeing that sniper target Baby Yoda. And so you know that there are people tracking Baby Yoda, and you're just going to put him down for a nap in your ship and leave Baby Yoda with female Richard Simmons, who's probably making exercise videos with her pit droids in her free time, and you just inherently trust this lady. And, I mean, it didn't look like they had any history before or anything, but anyway, she does call him a womp rat, I think. I think it was her that used the womp rat reference as an insult, which that's the second time I've heard that used as an insult in the show, so 10 out of 10 on that one. I do like this. So we see Mando go out in the city. I'll let go of Baby Yoda and the unbelievability of that to me. I feel like there's got to be like some kind of security there, man. Come on. Anyway, so he goes out in the city, the village or whatever. We finally see those stormtrooper helmets from the trailer that were on spikes, with blood on them. Not really a lot of context on that yet, though we could get more. The tag of this episode may lead to something. We'll see. I was kind of hoping for a little bit more. It just might be, just visual context. And then it cuts back to Baby Yoda surprising female Richard Simmons with his presence. And they just, kind of take care of him. Anyway, so we do see him going to a cantina. It looks like the exact same cantina that Luke and Obi-Wan Kenobi went into. It looks a lot more empty, notably a lot more empty, a lot less busy than what we saw, about 7-8 years ago in the canon time when Luke went there and met Han Solo. And we meet this character, Toro, who is a aspiring bounty hunter. He's not in the guild yet. He's got a bounty puck, which is for Agent May's character, who we learn is called Fennec Shand. I think we might have already known that. But he's got a bounty puck for her. And I'm just going to call her the Cavalry, who saw Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. If you haven't seen Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., this character is a very prominent character in Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. One of my favorites. She's got a lot of really, really seriously badass action sequences. And so, anyway, Fennec Shand is the target. And the Mandalorian is like, nah, I'm not going to help you. Do you know who she is? She worked for the Hutts. They're going to kill you. You're going to die if you go after her. And then he's like, well, no, I need it. And the Mandalorian's like, okay, I'll help you. What? Like, we've seen this in the last 2 episodes. How many instances now where both the Mandalorian and like Cara Dune, they're like, no, we're not helping you. No, we're not going to do that. And then they just protest like, well, maybe you should. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, we will. It's like, there's no negotiation here. It's just really strong. No, firm. I'm not helping you with that ATST. No way. I'm not helping you with that. But maybe you could help us. Train us. Oh, okay, yeah, we'll do that. And then we'll just do exactly what helping you means. It's the same thing here. I don't get why he turns on a dime that fast, but anyway, back at the ship, Mandalorian goes back to his ship and he finds out, oh my gosh, Baby Yoda's gone. And this is one redeeming quality of this, is he goes out and, female Richard Simmons is caring for the child, and she lectures him about being a father. So hopefully the Mandalorian learns his lesson. I feel like this is beyond fatherhood, though. This is just asset management 101. You've got a valuable asset. The whole galaxy of bounty hunters seem to be after it. Don't leave it alone. I don't think that's even a fatherhood thing. I think that's just common sense. But anyway, so she does lecture him on that, and I think that's pretty good. But then he leaves again and just trusts female Richard Simmons with the child, which, she seems like a nice gal. I'm just thinking in my mind, as big as the galaxy is, I don't think I would trust her that fast. I mean, who knows who she's working for? But maybe they have some history. It didn't seem like they had any history, so I don't know how he trusts her. Somebody tell me, maybe there's an explanation, something that I'm missing. So we get a little more nostalgia here. He goes out with Toro. We see some Tusken Raiders off in the distance, and then all of a sudden there's 2 of them right there. And this, I thought this interaction was actually kind of cool, because Toro's like, well, what do we do? And he's like, well, hold on, let me talk to him. And he starts doing this like sign language thing with the Tusken Raiders, which was cool. I think it would have been really, really funny, though, if the Mandalorian was like, and they're like, I kind of wanted him to just know the language. Anyway, but they did a sign language kind of thing, and he says, all right, they're going to let us pass, but then he tosses his binoculars to them. He's like, well, those are my new binoculars. I kind of liked that whole exchange. I thought it was funny, and all of a sudden those Tusken Raiders there. They seem to give the Mandalorian a little more respect than they gave Farm Boy Luke when they just kind of went after him and attacked him. I think that kind of made sense, though. I mean, he's got full Beskar armor. They're probably not just going in with their sticks counting on it, but they still did kind of have a menacing presence, so to speak. So they grant them passage, and we have this scene where they're going out on their bikes, and they see a body attached to a dewback. And we go out and look at it, and then the Mandalorian gets shot at, and then boom, there's Fennec's character shooting him, and there's just a little Easter egg. I liked it. I could see some people thinking this was a little too forced, but they get away, and he explains, my Beskar armor was able to handle this, and he's like, well, I don't have any Beskar. So what are we going to do? He's like, well, she's got the high ground, so she's going to wait for us. So it's obviously an Obi-Wan reference. I liked it. I thought it was funny. some people might think it's a little too forced. So let me know what you thought about it. But look, me personally, any subtle nods to the high ground, I just think are funny. I just enjoy it. So they wait until the evening falls, and then they chase her on bikes. She's up on a hill. They chase through the flats, and she starts shooting at him, of course, because she's just been sitting there waiting for him. And the Mandal has this like flash grenade or something that kind of blinds her, makes her take her mask off, so we see her full face, and he gets shot. He's on the ground, and Toro is able to sneak up on her right before she gets a shot in on the Mandalorian. And then we see the fight. And this is, if you haven't seen Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., this is the Agent May that I know right here. It was just lots of hand-to-hand combat. The actress, oh gosh, I'm forgetting her name right now. I've got it written down over here. Ming-Na Wen. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. But she's got some excellent combat training, hand-to-hand combat training. And that showed here. I thought that was especially exciting. And Toro gets his butt kicked, as he should have. I mean, he's just like this young kid. By the way, I'm not sure I'm buying his character. He just, I don't know. I didn't really get him very well. But he gets his butt kicked, and then the Mandalorian comes up and saves him, and they get Fennec handcuffed. So Mandalorian goes out, and Fennec is now trying to convince Toro that, hey, look what happened with the Mandalorian. You know, he betrayed the guild. Toro didn't know this, and something about some child. The rumor has it it's some child that he's guarding, and you can see that Toro's like, oh, I saw it because he saw Baby Yoda. Oh well, maybe I should do that, and then he shoots her instead. Now, I thought it was kind of a cool little twist, but it looks like she's dead. And I'm like, I thought she was going to not be a character that has like 3 lines and has one fight and a couple shots from her sniper rifle. And so that, to me, I mean, maybe that's it for her. She was one of those characters I was kind of hyped for. So that's probably just expectations, just disappointed with my own fan expectations. But I'm a bit surprised about that. And so, anyway, Toro, he has it in his mind, all right, I'm going to become a legend. I'm going to go get the child. And the Mandalorian, he comes back. He sees that Toro's gone, and Fennec is shot on the ground, presumably dead. And he goes back to his ship, and of course, Toro comes out. He's got the child in his arms. He's got female Richard Simmons at gunpoint. And the Mando's able to easily outsmart him. He shoots him. He throws a little flash thing again, which makes him go, where'd he go? Where'd he go? And then he gets shot off the platform to the ship. And we're good. We got Baby Yoda. Then the episode has a tag. This is like maybe one of the only, interesting parts of the episode to me, where we see Fennec on the ground, and there's a character walking towards her body and kneels by her. We don't see who it is. I'm wondering if it's Moff Gideon, perhaps. And so I'm interested to see where it goes next. So overall, look, I'm ready. These episodes are short. There's only 8 of them. I'm ready for some plot to push forward. And this episode was entertaining, pretty much on the same level that I would get entertained by a mid-season Clone Wars episode. Like, it's still Star Wars. I still love it. I still watch it. But it just didn't really do much. Like, we got this new character that we shoot, and another new character that we shoot. Like, they're not going to connect to much. So, good Baby Yoda moments. But overall, just so filler. And so I'm a bit disappointed. That's just me, though. What do you guys think about this? What are some of your thoughts and feelings about it? Definitely let me know down in the comments below. I think that this show needs to have more plot. Like, I really love Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau. I think Dave Filoni did an amazing job with Clone Wars and with Rebels. I do think that we're going to need to break out of this mindset of episodes like this passing. 1 or 2 here and there I think is fine. And when you're doing a cartoon series for kids, you can do a lot of stuff like this and be totally fine. it's a different crowd. This is a different ball game. I don't think that we can do a lot of these kind of episodes and have people still really buy into The Mandalorian. The first 3 episodes did this very well, especially episode 3. And so I think we need more of that. So I don't know. Hopefully it turns around. I think that I haven't looked at anybody's reaction to this. I think a lot of you guys are probably going to be disappointed too, but that's just me. I hope that I end up being surprised. So again, let me know what you guys think. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel if you're new here. I am doing a lot of Star Wars content over here. And as always, my brothers, don't forget,